Tranquility Tuesday. We are here for our Oracle Manifestation reading to see what we need to know for our highest good, for the unfoldment of our manifestations and goals this week. What should we be aware of? And what should we be on the lookout for? Or what do we need a heads up about? Hope everybody's had a good day. I had an unexpected chance to have a day off, and I needed it. I was tired, so I've just been taking it easy. I went on a little walk through the woods, nothing too crazy, and then the daylight is lasting longer, so it was like almost 7 o'clock when I got back. And I realized that the hemp store was going to close soon. I was like, no. And I almost thought I didn't have time to make it. And I was like, no, I believe that I can. And I had to go to the store too. So I grabbed my bags and I ran out and I was driving. And I just said the names of the two guys that, like, with the guy that owns the store, the guy that runs the store. I was like, I telepathically, like, told them, I was like, wait for me, don't close yet. It was like I had 5 minutes to get there. And all these cars kept, like, pulling out on the road and going really slow, or like an Uber was like stopping to get people, and I was like, no, I've got to get weed. So tired. I want to have a nice chill night. I want to have like good snacks and like watch a good movie. And I raced to the store, and I got there, like the parking lot was completely packed because there's like a really good little Korean restaurant on the corner of that little cluster of stores. So I had to park like all the way around the other side, throw my flashers on. I was in front of the dumpster, and then like I started running around the corner, and like out pops this dude from a car, and it was like the shop owner, and I was like, oh. And then I was confused. I was like, oh, is the shop closed? I was like, I just thought maybe I could make it in time. I was like, are you him? Is he in there? And he's like, I think he's still in there. So I went. Sorry, my allergies are like aggravating my lungs. The lungs that I have that are still recovering from that upper respiratory thing I had a few weeks ago. So I went to the shop, and the dude is still there. He was just about getting ready to close, and he had started turning the lights off, and I was like, oh, sorry, am I too late? Like, did you finish up and everything? He's like, no, you're good. He was like, I had this weird sense that someone was on the way. And that they were going to be here any minute. And I didn't say anything, but I was thinking like, oh, you got my call. Yes. Great. Oh my goodness. Okay. Tranquility. All right. So we're pulling cards. I've got 2 so far. I'm just going to go ahead and pull all 4, and then we'll talk about them. Pretty excited. Yeah. Okay, that last question, I was like, is there anything we need to be aware of, like have a heads up about? And it was protection. You and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. So no matter what you choose this week, because the closer we get to our manifestation, the more fine-tuned the differences between like opportunities and tests. And so that's why it's so important that we practice restriction, and that we're not super like reactive, and we don't act on impulse, that we can observe a situation and interact with it without feeling pressured to, make a move right away, without having like a discernment, like a peace with our heart inside, and like have discernment about it and wisdom. So I think one thing that helps make those choices and take your time and wait until you have sort of like, you've weighed it out and you have like an internal peace with your intuition, is when you feel trust that what is yours, and what is yours is protected for you. And, you can say prayers, just like I did, to like keep the shop open. And it happened, right? So pray that whatever is really meant for you will be for you. And what is not meant for you will pass you by. And everything is protected in the meantime. And you're protected from what is not meant for you. So everything's cool. So you can trust and relax and take your time and tune in, and then make a proactive choice based on your free will and not on a feeling of fear or scarcity or a default setting because you feel like triggered and you feel like you want to like resolve something really quickly. With trust, you can afford to wait. You can afford to move slowly. You can afford to be patient, right? Because you know whatever's yours is set aside. Our first card that we pulled was worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. So part of what opens us up to receive our manifestation is feeling worthy of having it. It's our self-worth. And so if we don't feel worthy of having something, we probably won't be able to attract it. And even if we do, like our feelings of unworthiness don't sustain the vessel to hold our manifestation and to keep it, right? Because we talk about building the vessel, and that can mean different things. It's a very layered metaphor. And the vessel is your ability to contain the fulfillment of the light of source, the light of divine. But that is reflected in our fulfillment in life, right? So what we can receive in this life is dependent on the size and strength and depth of our vessel. And it's like the strength of our vessel is determined by our faith and our trust and our endurance. And our size and depth of our vessel, how much we can receive, is based on our self-worth, right? And how much we love ourselves and how worthy we think we are of having what we receive. And so if you still have lingering fears and doubts that you don't deserve what you are receiving or what you want to receive, it will either be blocked or you'll lose it because of like a self-defeating tendency or a subconscious pattern will play out. And it'll erupt in a self-sabotage kind of thing. So basically, we need to practice the awareness that we are worthy of that thing. And then that will alleviate some of the senseless fear and paranoia that it's all going to go sideways, or that everything is always going to be just like it was last time, or I have to jump on this opportunity because I need to like cover my bases and I don't have any other choices, right? You don't want to jump on anything because of any of those reasons. So the more worthy you feel, the more you can trust that the universe is looking out for you and that the universe and God knows all the variables involved that you need for your highest good. And all the variables that are kind of not in resonance for you for your highest good. And so you can trust that what is in vibration with you will stick and what isn't is not. And so when you feel worthy of having what is truly meant for you and you don't have any doubt about that, then it's like you don't have a lot of extra resistance in the way that's keeping you from aligning with the thing, and you're not carrying around like senseless anxiety and fear and paranoia that it's all going to be ruined, right? And you're not walking around with like limiting beliefs or self-defeating tendencies. You're like, I feel worthy of this, and if it's truly meant for me, then I trust that it's going to work out. If it's not, then it won't. And if I make a mistake, then like things can be course corrected, you know? But it takes your feelings of worthiness to be able to receive. And then let's see, we got music for manifestation. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. I've had the greatest urge to dance, and I haven't had time to, and so over the next couple of days off, I really want to. But one thing I love about taking long walks or taking runs or dancing is just getting in that visualization state in my mind and then listening to music that gets me feeling inspired and creative. And music is really powerful like that, because in the manifestation process, it's a combination of factors, but what are the most potent ingredients are your feeling state, your high vibrational feelings of appreciation that make you magnetic to draw in what resonates with you, that resonates with that good feeling state, and also the clarity in which you can visualize and communicate what you desire. That sends out the signal. So your clarity and your communication send out the signal, and the way that you feel is the magnet that draws that thing in. And so music is great because it triggers and enhances your imagination for that visualization, but it also gets your feeling state going. And if you can get yourself in a feeling state that is like matching what you're wanting to draw in, and then pick like the right music to get you in that mood, set a mood for yourself, right? But music is very, very powerful. And then you can get your energy flowing and move around to it. But then I just feel like it gets your mind really flowing. And you can get in that state of feeling like your manifestation has already come to fruition. And then we've got tranquility. And this is my plans for the evening, literally. I have got bath salts and bubble bath ready. I'm going to take a bath. I'm going to have time to relax and chill. But make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude. Indulging in much needed self-care. Oh boy, I feel that. I need to drink water. I need to eat some good indulgent foods. I need to relax and go to bed early and sleep, and just be in a good state of surrender. And so sometimes it feels like, to our ego, tranquility and this kind of relaxation can feel almost irresponsible. Like, oh, we should be more productive. We should be like doing something else. You know, there's plenty that we could be working on. But really and truly, like, doing this is very powerful, not only because our nervous system needs it and our energy levels and our adrenal levels need it, and our body just needs it to renew itself, but also this demonstrates absolute trust and certainty in the universe. And it puts you in a passive state of receiving. This is a feminine state of quietly sitting in stillness and just allowing. This person is not forcing an agenda. She is just allowing in a beautiful clawfoot tub that I wish I had. But yeah, so some of the times that I've been the most productive have been times where I decided not to do anything productive, and I've been like kicking back and eating like good food and watching like comedy videos or whatever, and then all of a sudden it's like people just want to start like booking sessions and things, and I didn't even do anything because I'm just in a state of receiving, in surrender, in trust, in a state of appreciation, joy, gratitude, abundance for the moment, right? So yeah, just know that whatever presents this week, take your time with it and allow it to unfold, and you don't have to make any quick decisions, because it's good to explore the different facets of the situations that present. Because right now, like I was starting to say earlier, our tests and our opportunities, like the difference between them is so subtle, and it's so fine-tuned right now. So really give yourself time to think things through and feel things through, and reflect and evaluate, right? Remember that Virgo full moon is giving us the ability to be discriminating, which not in a negative way. It just means being able to look at the details of something and decide what is positive, what works well with what you're trying to do, and what doesn't work, what's not, like what's resonant and what's dissonant. All right. So just trust that you are protected and divinely directed, and that you and yours and anything that's meant to be yours is set aside for you, and it's protected, so you can rest in that and be in peace and have that fulfillment on the inside, because the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and it's within here. And it is a feeling of being at peace, of being in surrender, of feeling like you're well taken care of, and it's all is in order, right? All is in its right place, and it is. Divine has got our back, and we are worthy of what we want. We're worthy of what our heart's truest core desire is, and if it wasn't meant for us, it wouldn't have been planted as a seed in our heart. So know that we're worthy, know that we're worthy of support, and know that anything that we maybe find challenging, or maybe at first it looks like an obstacle, maybe that's just protection, right? Maybe we're being protected by something that looks great but isn't really truly resonant with us on all levels, and maybe not bring us the fulfillment or have quite what we fully need or what we're looking for. Or maybe it will, who knows, but give yourself time to evaluate. All right, you guys, let's see. Oh yeah, in music, find the music that suits the moods of the things that you're wanting to call in, right? If you're wanting to call in like romance, then listen to music that makes you feel romantic and sultry. If you're wanting to call in like getting in really great shape, then maybe like call to mind music that makes you feel motivated to work out and has like maybe like your favorite pop star that has like the physique that you want, and then I don't know, that sometimes helps me. It's just yeah, and if you have like, I don't know, some kind of like adventure that you want to live out, maybe there's certain music that like goes along with that. Like if you, for instance, say you want to go to Ireland, maybe you should start listening to like Irish folk music. Get yourself in the mood for manifesting. All right, you guys, take care. Ciao.